Alright guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to create a text-based design, including your gel photography and text that should hopefully represent something that's going on in your photo, or some kind of feeling that you feel that your gel photography photo is actually putting out there. So this is one of the examples I wrote on there, Gone Tomorrow. I'm going to walk you through the steps. Of course, the first thing is you should have your image on your computer. So you might have to download that from your Google Drive. Let's get started. I'm going to go to pixlr.com. Remember, we're always picking Pixlr E. It is the advanced version of it. You get a lot more features in it. And you want to make sure that you're logged in with your Phila SD email. Right over here on the top right, it might say sign up/login. And then I'm going to click on Open Image. For me, my image is on the Downloads folder. Let me make sure. Yep. And again, you can see from my actual example, the text is not just typed in there. It actually interacts with the background, even this text right here, and it's purposeful as to where I'm putting it. Okay, so I've opened up my image right here. To add text, you have to click on the second to last tool on the left. It's the text tool right there. I'm gonna click, and remember, you guys did research on these kind of designs, this kind of text, mixing it with imagery, with photos at least. And there's something about the research that you did that led you to find these images that you felt were inspiring. Well, in this case, I'm gonna do a design that I feel is inspiring, especially going with this very vertical format. I am gonna write the word gone, but I'm writing Gone. There is something symbolic about it too, gone. If you think about it, it's go, N-E. It's something that it seems like this woman is thinking, she's her mind might actually be somewhere else at the moment. So I wrote gone. Let's see, I typed gone in there. I could change the font right here as long as I have the type tool selected, or the text tool. And as long as I have the layer that the text is on, I could change all these things. So I could change the font, I could change the color, I could change the size. The size, I definitely want it to be bigger. Something like that, right? At least for me. I know yours is going to be different. You're going to use images from the photos that you took. The second thing that I want to do right here where it says format, I want to change the letter, well, a little bit of the letter spacing, but a lot of the line spacing. The line spacing is the space between one line and the other. The letter spacing, let's see, I want it a little bit tighter. Now, when I clicked on the text tool and I clicked on here, I created a text box. This blue outline right there is actually the text box. Now, I could open up the text box so I could see more of the text, which is actually what I want. I'm going to open it up all the way up to here, and I'm going to move this up. Another thing that I could do with the color, I'm going to click on the fill color right here. I could change the color here, I could change the color here, then here. I could change it with the hex color or these swatches right here. Gradients, I could do patterns, right? For me, I'm going to click on color. I'm going to click on color, and I'm going to click on the eyedrop. So the eyedrop allows me to select the color in here, like pink, right? The same pink, or even I have to click it again to change it. Sometimes a lighter pink might be something that I want. I could even click on this green, or even the background color. For me, this pink actually looks well. So I'm going to leave that on there. And then is the part that actually makes it very different. It makes it part of the actual design. So I click on the text tool, right on the text layer, those three circles. I want to change the blend mode. Multiply, I think, was what I used before. Yeah. This makes it interact with the image behind it. It's no longer text on its own. It becomes part of the image. You could play around with all the different ones right here, screen, lighter, or anything like that. Overlay. Some of them are better than others. I'm going to leave mine on multiply. And then I want to select a different text. I'm sorry, I want to create a different text box. So I'm going to click on the text tool again. I'm going to click down here, hit add. Gone Tomorrow. All right. Gone Tomorrow. Where did it go? That's right. It is a different size. It's actually huge. Make it smaller. Actually, should I write something else? I'm gonna switch it up. Gone forever. There you go. Switch it up every once in a while. I could also change the format to be a line on the right as opposed to a line on the left. I could also click here and change the letter spacing, right? Just like I did with the example. There's a lot of stuff that you could change on here, but that's just one of them. I'm going to change the color to be that green. It's right over here. And again, I want to click on these three circles right here. Change the blend mode. Let's see what difference does. With some of these, it is trial and error. No. Some of them are not necessarily like great interacting with the others, but sometimes you do get an idea as to like what they're gonna do. Screen, and maybe multiply again. All right, and you can play around with this more, but yes, using the blend modes, having different text, especially text that's gonna look very different from each other, contrasting each other, large and small, light in color, dark in color, and even like the kind of text like serif font or sans serif font. This right here is a sans serif font. It's missing the little like sticks that stick out, which are called serifs. And this one I can switch it to something else. Anyway, I hope this helps. Enjoy.